Hey. Sorry, it's nothing. I was just remembering what happened that night. You remember, right? The day before we went into Mementos to erase it. Before we'd dealt with Shido. Remember how I said I'd finally found the place where I belong? Even though I said that, and really believed it, I still fell right into Maruki's hands. I acted all tough, but when things got real, I took the easy way out. That's so lame of me, right? Huh? Do you mean it? I mean, yeah, that's true, but don't worry about it. Are you really letting it go that easily? You know what? You're right. Now that I think more about it, after everything that's happened, I don't have to act any certain way around you. Thanks. When I'm with you, I feel like I'm truly being myself. This may be a bit different from what I'd said before, but the place I belong is right by your side. That's why I promise. I'll protect you, no matter what happens. I've discovered my original power. Look at me getting all mushy again. I guess I just have to accept that as part of who I am. Seems like things are going to get awfully busy again tomorrow. Let's get our rest while we can.
Sorry to have you come over when it's so late. My room's small, but make yourself at home. Oh, I don't need you to do anything in particular. Well, we've gotten to know each other pretty well, so I just figured, why not try hanging out at home? Sorry. I just felt like apologizing to you properly for what happened. I got pretty pathetic about Dr. Maruki's reality. You've done so much for me, but I basically did the opposite of returning your favor. You don't remember? You actually listened to me when I was at my wit's end thanks to Kamoshida. One-on-one, just like we're talking now. You showed me so much compassion. And that's not the only time either. All the stuff with Shiho and my modeling work, every time I got stuck on what to do, you guided me forward. You really are my ray of sunshine. But anyway, that's why I wanted to do as good a job as possible at paying you back. Not only did I not do that, I was totally useless after Dr. Maruki changed reality, all while you were still fighting. I'm so sorry. You're always so nice, but I just can't forgive myself for this. For being so weak and pathetic. Huh? The weakness and patheticness is part of me? That's mean. Huh? Are you sure? Huh? Just be me? Really? So you mean that stuff is actually just a part of me? Well, you know, you're right. Now that I think of it, I was already being pathetic when we first talked about Kamoshida. But that's not all that I am. I've gotta say, this reality seems to have gotten plenty of things right. Everything is so nice and happy at first glance. But to find a reality this perfect, people have to learn about pain. And joy, too. I feel like people need to experience these things for themselves. I bet Shiho would say the same thing, too. Now just you watch. No matter what I might forget, I'll always know that I belong in the sunshine. Right beside you. I can feel it. This is my new... No. It's my original power. Okay, I'm totally over it now. And I can't thank you enough for your help with this. I promise. I'm gonna be way more awesome from here on out. Just wait and see. Yeah, leave it to me. Don't talk to me like I'm a horse or something. Thanks again for today. See you around.
So, how should I put this? I knew you'd figure it out. Well, there's something I want to talk about. Since we're bros and all, I figured I'd just invite you over. Hell no! I mean, I guess it was weird inviting you to my room out of the blue like that, but it's nothing like that. Look, I'm sorry. I was super shitty to you. I ran away from the Phantom Thieves so I could have an easier life, even after saying I'd found my place with you guys. So, I've just felt like I needed to apologize for that. Thanks, but even if it doesn't bother you, it still bugs the hell out of me. You've never turned your back on anything. Not when I was figuring out how to deal with all the track team bullshit, and even after I turned my own back on you. I ran my mouth about how I'd help you with whatever you need, then all I did instead was break my promise and hide from the truth. So, that's why I cooked up this way to set things right. Watch this. I won't stop till you say so. If you want, I'll throw in some sit-ups too. But no leg lifts, all right? Can't make noise. Neighbors below us. Can't forgive myself unless I do this. Can't believe I was so lame, so uncool. Huh? What do you mean by that? Huh? Dude, I'm serious. Well, that's not what I meant. This is supposed to clear my conscience or some shit. It helps me feel like we're cool again. Damn it. I can't strain my body and my brain at the same time. But anyway, I think I figured out what you meant. Being lame and uncool is just part of who I am. Jeez. I was just about to go through every workout the track team knows, too. Looks like you taught me another lesson. No, never mind. Forget I said that. So about Doc's reality, everything in it seems pretty awesome, I can't deny that. But it's also not the best place for me to live. I can't really figure out why, but I just feel like it's the truth. I want to be fighting next to you in our real reality, no matter how much that place might hurt. That's where I belong, in the opening charge of the Phantom Thieves. So this is what my true power's like, huh? Not bad. Man, do I feel better after spilling my guts. I'm gonna sleep like a baby tonight. Dude, don't sell the post-practice sleep short. You got no idea how strong the magnetic pull of a futon is after practice. Better than doing nothing but thinking about complicated shit while I got better things to do. I know I can be a lame pain in the ass to you at times, but now I really swear, no joke, if shit gets real for you, I'm risking my life to give you a hand. Let's keep this dream team going, baby. Thanks for coming over today. Well, see you around.
Sorry I called you over like this. There's something I want to talk to you about. So, remember how I told you I'd risk my life for you? All that ended up happening was I fell for Maruki's version of reality. I couldn't help you at all when you needed it. So, I know I need to apologize for that. But now that you're sitting across from me, I'm freaking out. I'm scared for you to see my face. I really did decide to stop hiding from my problems. So, I'm really sorry. For a whole ton of stuff. No can do. I can't show you my face. I'm scared to see it myself. All right.
So, now you know why I didn't want you to see me like this. I asked you here because you deserve an apology. But now all I'm doing is worrying you with my crying. I thought I could change, that I could grow and mature, but I'm still just the weak old me. I can't even look you in the eye to apologize. I hate being so pathetic. So it's just a part of me? Are you sure that's really fine, though? Being like this? I'm fine? Are you sure about that? I'm so weak and quick to cry. It's pathetic. Are you honestly cool with someone like that? Huh? This hurts so much because I'm not running from it? I see. You're right. I might have all sorts of weak points, but that's just a part of my identity. I mean, I was such a problem child for so long. There's no way I can become a perfect cherub right off the bat. Thanks a lot. I was really down in the dumps for a bit there. I promise I'll keep my chin up from here on. So, about the reality Maruki cooked up. Between you and me, I feel like it might actually be getting some things right. Sojiro's still here, and we got ourselves a human Mona. And there's Mom. We've all found our happy place here. But still, I prefer the original reality. Even though it has tons of painful stuff in it, it's a place where I can move forward. To where I belong. To where you are. This power,
It's the answer I've been looking for. I finally found it! The original me! I hope you'll keep watching out for me, while I do everything I can for you. Wait, I had you come over so I could apologize, but it just turned into me telling you how psyched I am to help you. Great. Well, I know I'm not perfect, but I can at least try to make your life easier. I promise I'll make this pep talk up to you 10 times over. You better count them, too.
I'm an utterly hopeless fool! You're right. Let me start from the beginning. It's no use trying to console me. Do you remember the art exhibition Kawanabe held? Back then, I proclaimed that I wouldn't be led astray by my desires. That I have a view of true hope. I spoke like I understood everything under the sun and turned down his offer. And just look at how that's played out. I turned all too easily to the false security of Dr. Maruki's reality he spun from my deepest desires. Oh, right. Sorry about that. But I must be entirely honest. What I did was a disgrace to my name as an artist. No, not only that. It was an insult to you as well. Since you were the one who guided me towards beauty. I'm simply so weak. I am truly sorry. What? Are you saying this ugliness in clinging to false hope, that it's an inherent part of humanity? Our hearts. Wait, are you saying that this ugliness is also part of our hearts? You're saying this weakness, this ugliness, it's also inherent in humanity? Huh. That's right. Ugliness is inseparable from the hearts of men, but that is also an aspect of its beauty. You taught me that lesson. I may have grown a tad too conceited since you and I deepened my understanding of beauty. I had assumed the faster I gained traction as an artist, the sooner I'd be able to hand the spotlight over to my mother. However, I'm still a weak person, to the point that, at times, I lose sight of the answer I strive for in my work. Putting my mother's art in the spotlight is still too soon for me at this point. I don't believe this ideal reality is inherently wrong. If anything, it's absolutely beautiful in some regards. But in the end, I want to live in the original reality, where beauty and ugliness are melded into one. And you're the one who helped me get there. Thank you. No matter how often I may lose my way or stumble on our path, I will always return to that place where I can laugh and smile with good friends. To the place where you and I both belong. Such power. This is my origin. This is my essence. Now, let us return to our own reality together. The one where you guided me to the discovery of true beauty. But before we do that, we'd better eat. That reminds me, I haven't even offered you any tea yet. And you brought some kind of treat with you too, didn't you? Is it sweet bean jelly? Or maybe a baked dessert like dorayaki? Or perhaps you brought... Thank you for spending all this time with me. See you again soon.
Sorry to call you here so suddenly. There's something I need to do. Well, I've been feeling the need to apologize to you. I spurned reality so I could cling to a father that I'd already lost. I couldn't back you up when you needed me the most. I know, but still, that's true, but do you remember that time we were in the student council room? And I'd started questioning my entire outlook on my education up to that point. I grew to be friends with Eiko. I hemmed and hawed over my future. And in the end, you helped me find my answer. You know how I've dreamed of following my father's footsteps and eventually rising to the commissioner position, yes? I've talked up such lofty ideals, but in practice, the result was... well, you saw it. I'm such a hypocrite. How weak can I really be? Huh? I mean, well, it's fine, but that's who I am. You're right. I wonder how you come to these straightforward answers so easily.
I'm weak-willed and struggle with the truth. While I may dislike these aspects of myself, they're still part of who I am. I'm sorry. Looks like I still need to work on moving away from the model student mindset. I can't allow this reality to continue. Even if it grants my deepest wishes, I'll be the one to make my dreams come true. I'll be the one to protect myself. My dream is still to become the police commissioner. And you are who I most want to protect. I feel it. I found the original me. Looks like you've brought me to my senses yet again. I'll make sure to pay you back for it. Leave it to me. Thanks for staying over so late. I'll see you later.
Sorry to call you over out of the blue like this. Please, feel free to make yourself at home. Oh, there's nothing all that unusual in here. No need to look around like that. Oh, right. You usually give me a hand with the gardening whenever we have our discussions. But today's nothing like that. In fact, I'd bet you're disappointed in me. It's about Dr. Maruki's version of reality, and how pathetic I was about it. Do you remember back when I was struggling with the company? You always let me turn to you with my problems. It's all thanks to you that I was able to focus on my own desires for the future. You honestly saved my life. That's why I made a promise. If you were ever to find yourself in trouble, I'd be there for you. But when push came to shove, I couldn't even keep that promise in mind, let alone follow through with it. I see what you mean. But even so, I still recognize a weakness within me that I wasn't able to overcome. The same goes for how I'm treating the company. I said I'd leave Okumura Foods to other capable hands, but in this reality, It's not that I don't trust the people in the company, and I wasn't lying about my dream to open a cafe someday. Still, there was some part of me deep down that felt like I had to run the company myself, now that Father's gone. I can't tell if I'll ever really lose those feelings entirely. That's why I'm so disappointed in myself. I don't know what to do about this weakness in me. Look at me rambling on. Sorry to bore you. I know you didn't come to spend your free time hearing my complaints. The whole reason I invited you here in the first place was to apologize to you. Huh? My weakness is part of me? Huh? But I was so weak. I couldn't be there for you. You're really okay with that? Really? Even though I'm... I see. Even things like feeling weak are all part of me. To be honest, this version of reality doesn't feel wrong. But I don't think it's right either. Instead of just continuing on in a reality I had no part in shaping, I choose to live another way. I want a reality where I face down pain and hardship, and I can push forward alongside people I believe in. Listen, why don't you let me be your strength this time around? I want to be able to keep my promise. After all, my strength belongs to you. I'm going to start anew, with the power to press onward. I'll do my best to make up for all of this trouble. The heroine of justice is back in business. Thanks again for coming today. Be careful on your way home.
Please, make yourself at home. People say a messy room leads to a messy heart. Well, Kasumi used to say it a lot. Is that so? I'm kind of surprised. Anyway, thanks for taking the time to come over today. I wanted to talk to you here because this room is where I feel closest to my sister. Pretty much everything in here is the same as in Kasumi's bedroom. Maybe a few things are in a different palette, but otherwise the design is all the same. It's always been this way too. Growing up, I wanted everything to be exactly the same as my sister's. I admit, she was so talented that I'd sometimes feel a bit inferior or jealous. But stronger than any of that was my love for my sister. I always wanted to be as much like her as possible. Then again, I never would have imagined that I'd actually live my life as Kasumi. I admit, in the grand scheme of things, I am grateful for Dr. Maruki. Well, He showed me it was possible to live my life the way Kasumi had lived hers. If he'd never done that for me, I would have stayed as weak as I was. Forever, probably. But once I met you, as Kasumi, I eventually realized that I was making a mistake, and I never could have done that without Dr. Maruki trying to help me. So that's why I owe so much to him. And that's the reason I want him to see the strength I've found. He's done so much to help me find that strength. I just want to show him that I'll be okay from here on out. Yes, thank you. I'll do my best to be the strongest Sumire Yoshizawa I can be. I can feel it. So this is the power I've had inside me all this time. Do you think Dr. Maruki will understand how I feel when we, see him again? You're right. If I want it to become true, I have to believe that it will. Let's give this everything we've got. That's fair. But you never know what'll happen in a fight. So let's give this everything we've got and wish for the best. Oh my, look at the time. Well, thanks for coming over today.
Stand up now.